In the year 2028, one Big Mac will equal $1 million. From the Gospel of John McAfee. Bro, just learn to code. The Project Freedom Podcast.
Boom. I am live. And welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast. 47, guys. Episode number 47. Quite a long time. Okay, hold on. Let me do some math real quick here. So I do, let's see, 3 Project Freedom podcasts a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if we take 47 divided by, no, not negative. The calculator app on OS X has always been jacked up on me, excuse me. 47 divided by 3, 15.6666666667, rounded precisely. 15 weeks so far of this podcast, guys. I've thought about taking a break for maybe a week or just like a Friday only break. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that yet. But it would be nice. But I think what I would do instead is I would just let me know if you guys would be interested in this or not, or if it would just be a giant catastrophe and or waste of my time. I've been thinking about doing a live stream in person, like with me out and about doing something, which would be actually kind of be a pain in the ass, guys, to be honest with you, because I would have to have 2 phones with me. The signal would be bad, so the stream quality would probably not be good. I wouldn't be able to highlight y'all's comments, but I would be able to read them on another phone and be able to see. And I'll actually have to get a second person to follow me around with a camera. So, I'm probably missing some equipment in that as well. And I think I'd have to go get one of those neck microphones. I think, I'm not sure. Had to see how it's going to work, and I haven't been able to do a test run yet. But yeah, let me know if you guys would like to be interested in that. Tonight, we're going to talk about something that, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm tired of people just freaking out and quitting on life and just everything in general, which is why the title of tonight's episode is Never Quit. But let me check in with you guys. Sam saying yes sticker. Yes. Cody saying Sam saying yes sticker. Yes, Cody. Yes. Yes to both you and Sam. Good to see you guys in here tonight. Put my freedom headband on for you guys. How you guys like that? Do you look like a rock star now? Do you look cool? Do you look cool, guys? Is this what the cool kids do? They wear headbands? Whatever. It works, right? Something like that, right? Code along afterwards. What is that, Sam? Is that like a sing along? But would we do code instead? I'd be down. I would be down. Click element, boom. Yes, hot dev Halloween, still a go. Yes, Scott, it is a go. Actually, perfect time to discuss it now, because we got about approximately 1 entire month to do that, right? So, we're gonna do a DD, developer direction, and ELP combined meetup down here in Miami, Florida, and it's planned so far for Halloween weekend. So Halloween itself is on a Sunday, the 31st, guys. But we're planning on doing that for the whole weekend, I guess, because no one wants to come and travel somewhere just for a Sunday night, right? Have a few ideas in the canister of what we're going to do. But at the very least, if you guys don't come, there's like 6 of us that live here now. So we're going to have our own, we have our own meetup almost every day anyway. So it wouldn't really matter. But yeah, that's the plan, guys. Nothing like, because of all like the craziness and like, I guess the uncertainty of whether or not people can travel or whatever, decide not to make it like super official, because I know probably more people would want to come than can actually come. But yeah, absolutely, Scott. 100% still a go for sure. Alex, what is up, my friend? You'd like to see the live stream? The IRL walk around live stream? All right, let's do it. I'm gonna have to get Pablo to accompany me, help me take care of it, but we'll figure it out. Ransomware, hello, Dev Army. Hello, Ransom, good to see. On click equals PFP world dominance function. Yes, we need to execute that function immediately, actually. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Andrew. Good to see you. Rambo-esque. It's a Rambo. Is this a Rambo-esque look, my friend? Is this a Rambo-esque look? I need the self-defense tool, but of course, well, hold on. I can get the self-defense tool, guys, but of course it's going to be a plastic one, right? It wouldn't be a real one. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. Can I? Probably not. Probably not. A regular Chuck Norris. Thank you. Antonio in the house. Sup, Kills. What is up, Antonio? Good to see you, my friend. How has the job search been doing, man? Let me know. Keep me updated, my friend. Because I know your story. We won't waste time sitting here and tell people your story, but I'd be excited to hear some good news. All right, guys, on the topic. No more wasting of the time. So, listen, guys. And I know I like to talk about a lot of this stuff too, right? Like all the craziness going on in the world, right? But I don't like to talk about it. I don't like to talk about it just for the purpose of like spreading FUD. Okay? I really don't. All right. I like to talk about it amongst my inner circle and to you guys. One, to be mentally prepared for anything that could ever possibly happen, period, hands down. All right. And two, to be able to like have the ability to know that the things that I see and the things that I think and feel aren't insanity, right? They're not just like crazy out of this world. All right. It's a very sobering thought, or it's a very sobering ability. And maybe sobering isn't the only thing that it is. It's like, you kind of get like a little wake up call when, you're kind of like used to being in an area or a place in your daily activities to where people, if you were to speak what's on your mind, people would be like, yo, dude, you're insane. What are you talking about? That's bad speak. We're going to have to deduct 25 good boy tokens from your wallet. Right? When you can actually get with your friends who think and feel the same way about the world as you, it's sobering and it's relieving. It's like, man, I knew I wasn't fucking crazy, even though you already know deep down inside you're not, and you're probably quite the intellectual because you have the ability to think. Because go figure, in 2021, having just the ability to think makes you 900 IQ. But anyway, that being said, talking about that stuff, it's not to make people feel like down the dumps, all right? Sometimes you have to talk about things that you don't want to talk about and think about things that you don't want to think about in order to be prepared, okay? I like to be prepared when other people aren't, because I can capitalize off of it. I can put myself in a better position to actually potentially come out more on top than I already was. as opposed to just like blindly ignoring something and then having it just like left hook you in the face when you're not even expecting it, right? But just because bad things go on in your life or in the world or whatever, giving up, it's not an option. All right, guys, it's not an option. Seriously, I mean that seriously and authentically. I'm being authentic with you guys. All right, no joke, no pun intended in there at all. Okay. And since you could consider us to no longer be in quote unquote good times, you have to think like, what are my options? Is it to give up on everything and just let myself just go to zero? All right. Or is to do everything that I can within my power, obviously, because you don't have not everyone has the power. Like we can't levitate, right? We can't just like fly away out of a bad situation, right? Everything within my power in order to make this situation the best it could possibly be within my control. Okay. And the key part of that is within your control, right? Because again, not all of us can fly, right? Not all of us can levitate. So you have to be able to like be realistic with yourself and say like, hey, some of this stuff is outside of my control, but the stuff that is in your control, okay, if you just give up and you're just like, I'm not going to do it, you got to think like, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen? Could that affect other people too? Right? Could that affect your family? If you have kids, could it affect your kids? If you have friends, could it affect your friends? If you have a business, could it affect your business? If you have clients, could it affect your clients? Right? And I guess I said giving up isn't really an option. It kind of is, right? It kind of is, but it's definitely not an option that's going to get you anywhere. All right. Now, we're no longer kind of in good times, right, guys? Some of us are. I've been having some of the best guys. I've had the best last 2 years of my life. No lie, 100%. I've made the most progress in the last years in my life than I ever have before. People that are close to me have done the same. And it's crazy to think too, like, and you're not supposed to think this way in actuality, guys, but sometimes I think to myself, like, man, what if things like were like really amazing? How much further could I have gotten? But what you can think on top of that instead rather is like, man, like I was able to do that in the midst of all this fuckery. I have unlimited potential. I'm literally infinitely filled with potential right now. Literally right now. Okay, that was a pun, but seriously though, like it's like you're playing on hard mode, and if you can already be the winner of a game on hard mode, man, shoo, just imagine you playing that game on recruit, right? With that being said, though, it's kind of hard to ignore the monster in our face, and I won't talk about what the monster is because the monster is comprised of like many things, right? You can sit and ignore the monster as much as you want, and eventually the monster comes tapping on your cellar door, and if you did ignore it the whole time and you haven't prepared yourself and you haven't put in work and effort, I don't know. The monster, depending on what monster it is, it could probably eat you. It could like, I don't know, cut out your jugular and drink your blood. It could like, I don't know, it could do some violating things to you that you probably don't want a monster to do, right? But since that is the case, giving up right now, it's just not an option. Okay, if you want to live and thrive, giving up is not an option. All right. So I'll repeat myself. If you want to live a good life and thrive, okay, if you guys know what thrive means, I'm sure giving up is not an option. Okay, if you don't care about living and thriving, then sure, it is an option. But the end result of you giving up and not thriving, not very a good one, right? I guess, if you want to be homeless on the street or whatever, then it wouldn't matter, right? But the point is, guys, as human beings are kind of like underlying Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you guys don't know what that is, Maybe I should actually show you guys. I'm sure there's a diagram. Yes, thank you, Goggle. Thank you, Goggle, executing this search query. All right. So let's take a peek right here, guys, at the good old Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Drum roll, please. Okay. So just went in Google Images and just search this, all right? So you got to think about a pyramid, and I guess I'll try to explain this part to the best that I can. You got to think about a pyramid as like different levels, right? Can you just go ahead and like build the top of a pyramid and just place it on top of thin air and expect it to stay there? No, right? It would just fall through the air and just crash into the ground, right? And the top is pretty nice. Like, it's pretty nice to be the top, right, guys? But can you get there without a solid foundation? No, you can't. Welcome to the three-dimensional realm. And this is just an analogy, but that this pyramid is a representation of what a person needs to kind of excel and move forward in life. Okay. And if you guys can see right here, let's actually click on this page and make it a larger. Okay. All right. You guys can see at the bottom, the ground level right here, right? It says physiological needs, i.e., food, water, warmth, rest. Okay. Maybe me. Most of you guys need that stuff. I don't probably need the warmth. I'm pretty hot all the time, but most of you guys might need that during the winter, right? These are your basic needs to survive as a human. Okay. So if you want to be able to provide, yourself the basic physiological needs as a human, you literally cannot quit. Okay? You literally cannot quit. The only possible way that you're going to get those needs is if you just happen to want to just trust the government instead of you to provide those needs for you. And then you got to ask yourself, first of all, can I trust them for an extended period of time? With my life, I would trust myself over them any day of the week, month, year, century. But then you also have to ask what the repercussions of that too, right? And if you look up through this pyramid, then after on top of that, there's like safety needs, safety and security. Okay. Belongingness and love needs, so intimate relationships, friends, esteem needs, so prestige and feelings of accomplishment, and then self-actualization, right? You can't get any of those other levels until you had your base levels covered, all right? And you're just not going to have your base levels covered if you give up, because the world is the way that it is now. And in actuality, guys, this is how the world's always been. We just kind of grown to like fat and abundant as humans, to where people don't need to think about like their base level needs anymore, which is just dumb. It's not that's a bad thing, but it's actually ended up being to the amount of abundance that we've had, it's ended up being a net negative for all of us. Antonio says more of a Karate Kid look. Cool. Claybuster says yes, you can show self-defense tools on YouTube. The channel dedicated to them and their use. Okay. Ransom R says, I think they only take issues with flagging the camera on live streams. Okay. Win Parch 911 soon. Win Lambo Huracan soon. Win Kia Stinger 2022 G2 in gold soon. Win Aston Martin DB1 DB11 soon. Life is good, man. Yes, it is good, guys. It is good. And I know Pablo knows this. The weather in Miami has been absolutely fucking gorgeous. So it's hard to go outside and like not be happy. I was walking the dog earlier, and my dog is a pain in the ass to walk because he's very strunk. And I was walking him, and I just hear literally parrots chirping, and I was like, man, this is nice. Facts, says Self-Taught Hustle. Thank you very much. Sam says, $100,000, the cheapest ring on a ninja's finger. Once you beat hard mode, you speedrun the game. Yeah, precisely, dude. Precisely. Just like kind of like, all right, bring it on. Here you go. Just like in Dragon Ball Z, you guys are millennials and you guys saw that TV show. Just like when Goku is trying to teach Gohan to go to Super Saiyan 2, he's like, yo, dude, we can't just like get there unless we just like stay in Super Saiyan 1 and just like live like it and just like just becomes normal to us. And what did they do? They went into the hyperbolic time chamber and they pulled it off, right? They pulled it off. Grant Cardone did a millionaire speed run. Yeah. Who cares? Bring speed run your own life. Yeah, I mean, we all need speed run our own lives. Right. Giving up is not an option. Tom, does anyone else notice the Rolex watches? Yeah, I need to put ad blocker on Chrome. But yes, that was targeted advertisement towards me, Tom, from looking at Rolexes. So please excuse me. Keep it up. Excited to see you grow. Self-Thought Hustle says, definition of a guild. A guild is an association of artisans and merchants who oversee the practice of their craft/trade in a particular area. Yeah. And a good note about this comment is like the fact that we have a guild and like we're just people that are adjacent to us and other guilds that kind of feel the similar way about things. You need that to excel in life. Like you literally need that to excel in life. Okay. That kind of like camaraderie and like just mentorship in general has become like a lost art. Like when I was growing up, like, yeah, when I was growing up, like getting a mentor or mentoring someone was like, why would you do that? Just go to college, bro. Or like, just like, I don't know, just pay money for it, bro. Pay money for a piece of paper, bro. And I'm not just talking about school and college, right? I'm not just talking about that. It's like with everything in life. Like you can't just like go and get like a piece of paper that is a certificate of something that tells you like you're going to be, you're capable of doing something. You need to get someone who's been there and done that before. And I think that's been one of the best things that's ever happened to me, literally ever in my life, is getting a mentor to help me through things. You guys, if you guys don't know, my mentor, and he's kind of more so of like a best friend now, or like an older brother, but Jonathan from Modern Life Dating, that dude helped me out so much. Man, I can't even put into words how much that dude's helped me out, like, and how much me taking his advice, which, and just like listening to him and being able to talk to him, how much that's like pushed me forward in life. Whereas opposed to if I just didn't have that, wouldn't be anywhere near as where I am now. All right. And it's not to say that he did the work. Like he didn't do the work. So like getting a mentor isn't just going to do the work for you, but like, if you execute, they give you executions. And if you can execute, you'll be pretty darn good. And plus another thing on top of that too, guys, is like people who are older than you and been there and done that. They have made mistakes, and mistakes that you probably aren't going to want to make, that they didn't want to make, and they can kind of spare you from making those same mistakes because they can be like, yo, dude, I've done that like 6 times. Like, don't. You got a big bright red warning sign like, hey, don't do that. That is a mistake. Okay. Just be competent, bro. Yeah, just be competent, bro. Competency is key. Competency and consistency is key. And in a world where nobody is competent anymore, like, man, all you guys got to do is just be competent, and you could literally do anything. I'm not kidding about that. You could do better than a car insurance company if you're just competent. Okay, ask me how I know. Brianna says, "Wish you all the best. May everyone wish everyone the best in here." I love the sound of that. We could call it ELP Guild, MLD every damn day. Yes, quitters buy tops. Yeah, but hey, Tom, what if you did buy the top? You could just like, if you did buy the top, you could just say, hey, I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to hodl indefinitely, forever. If you guys know where that forever reference is from, put a 1 in the chat. But yeah, I mean, if you're just like, hey, I'm dedicated, I'm just not going to quit, you will eventually be okay. The truth is, guys, who succeeds more than other people? People that just literally just don't quit. They're like, I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over and over again. Or people that just like, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna go try to do this, that. Perfect example of someone who never quit and Michael Jordan literally got kicked off of his high school basketball team. All right. That dude's like, I don't even like basketball. That dude is literally like there's probably never going to be a dude as gifted as him. And it wasn't that he's like extremely genetically gifted, which obviously he's got some genetic, he's definitely got like a genetic advantage over a lot of people, right? But it wasn't just his like his birth as a human that gave him the ability to do so good. He literally never fucking quit. You guys don't know anything about Michael Jordan, go take a peek at his story, right? It's pretty like, damn, like, hey, that's actually doing something's actually possible, right? The guild of extraordinary coders. Supreme. God bless MLD indeed. Nonstop Dre 360 says, but college has tons of edumated people with no real world experience. Yep. DIY till I die. Yeah, Andrew and Legal Mindset. Andrew Esquire over at Legal Mindset YouTube channel was just talking about that. Like, everyone is mental. Every company is insolvent, and every person is mentally insolvent. So you just can't. You just have to do everything. You want something done right. You got to do it your damn self. All right. Real quitters sell bottoms. Amen, Cody. Amen. Quitter panic call. One's in the chat for the reference. The Goonies. That was from the Goonies, right, guys? Right, guys? I know you guys know. I know you guys know. But friends, I guess I will like. I'm not. I guess I'm not the prime example of never quitting. All right. Although I will say I really don't know. I literally can't even think of anything that I would like. Let me try to think of something that I did quit. In like the last decade of my life. Yeah, I can't. But and also guys too, and I'm not saying like don't quit things that aren't light. Can you stop moving my camera, bud? Thanks. I'm not saying don't quit things that aren't good for you. All right. So like if you're smoking crack, you're not gonna be a winner by being like, man, I'm just not gonna ever quit smoking that crack. All right. But I think I think that should probably go without saying, but I would say that I would want to say that at least real quick. But guys, when I was a little kid, I have always put an extraordinarily large amount of effort in Jesus light. Come on. And large amount of effort in everything that I've done. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Let me get this dog out of here real quick. Let me do something real quick. Hold on.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump.
All right. I got the dog refresher spray. All right. I know you don't like that, you little fuck. Get out of here. Light needs to quit. Back to the story, guys. Yes, Sam, just don't smoke crack, bro. Pretty much everything I've done in my life, I've kind of been like this all or nothing person, which has been a good and a bad thing. But there's been things that like I wasn't probably meant to do that I was able to do just because I just wouldn't quit. All right. So when I was like probably like, I don't know, like 12 years old when skateboarding was really cool. I wasn't like, if you guys know me in real life, I don't really have like a skateboarder's physique at all. And me and all my friends were skateboarding all the time. And everyone could do all these cool tricks. And all I could do was I finally started to learn how to ollie. All right. And everyone was doing like kick flips, all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I mean, I really want to do kick flip. And I think it took me like 2 years, but I finally learned a kick flip, and I can actually still do a kick flip on a skateboard to this day because I think it's like just solidified in my memory. But if you ever seen a short and large man do a kick flip on a skateboard, it doesn't look like it's meant to be, right? But perfect example right there. And then the next thing that I think I got into that I became like obsessed over and just didn't quit was playing guitar. Now, playing guitar actually came a little bit more natural to me, but I I can still play a little bit, but I literally haven't played in over a decade, guys. But I used to be able to play. You guys know the song "Spirit of the Radio" by Rush. I used to be like a juvenile in the Guitar Center, like hammering at that song to the point to where people would just come and just be like, "Yo, like, what's wrong with this kid? Is he on drugs? Is he on like superhuman drugs or something?" And it's because I did it for years and I just didn't quit. There was probably like a 2 or 3 year time period. Maybe it was longer than that. It seemed like forever because I was a kid. There was like a 2 or 3 year time period where I could only just play like regular chords. If you guys know anything about guitars, I just play regular chords. And I was just like, why can't I do like the solo thing? Why can't I do like, why can't I do like hammering or anything like that? And I just didn't quit. All right. And I know these are cheesy examples, guys, but I won't sit and bore you guys with my whole life story. And some of you guys already know a lot of things that happened in my life. But man, there have been a lot of times where I would be willing to, honestly, guys, most people would have like quit like probably 20 times over in my life, right? Legitimately. And I don't say that to be like, oh, look at me. I'm serious. I don't have to prove it to anybody because there's people in this chat that know personally, but and I'd rather not sit here and talk all the time about it. But listen, point is, I have been one of those people who has just said, like, I'm not fucking quitting. And there hasn't been one time where I've regretted not quitting. Okay. Not one time. And there hasn't been one time that didn't work out in my favor. Okay. So just take that in consideration. I'm not the only person in this universe who's just not quit something and it turned out to be beneficial in their favor. Okay. So, you can't quit these days, guys. You just can't. And I see people quit a lot, and it really is like disheartening. And it's very disheartening because like a lot of people quit not just because something that's hard, which people can definitely quit over things because they're quote unquote hard. But most of it actually ends up just the stem of the problem, the root of the problem ends up being because in something inside themselves, right? People don't think that they don't have they don't think they have what it takes, and they get discouraged so easily, right? Discouraged so easily just by getting like let down over and over again that they just quit. All right. Life is a numbers game, guys. There's mathematics to prove that if you do something a certain number of times infinitely, you're going to achieve the outcome that you want, right? Now, that might be an infinite amount of times, right? We might have a finite life to live, but chances are no one is out here trying to be persistent in their wishes to levitate, okay? So pretty much most things that you guys want, if you're like, I want to make $1 million, I want to start my own business, I want to be sovereign, I want to learn how to code, I want to be a better athlete, I want to be able to make more friends, I want to be able to do this, this, and this. All these things, these are things that people have wanted to do before, just like you, and we're just in the same exact place that you were, and didn't give up and put time, effort, and energy into doing. And maybe they got let down a couple times. Maybe they got let down a lot. But eventually, if they didn't quit, I can guarantee you that they achieved what they wanted. Okay? That, or they're still in the process of achieving it, and it's just a matter of time. Quit Spartan September. There's only one day left, bro. I'm definitely not the run. I'm definitely not the. I'm not the winner of Spartan September. I'm definitely not the runner up either, guys. But I did accomplish a whole lot. But I think I said it when I prefaced Spartan September to begin with. Like you need to like make your life into a Spartan September. Literally. Antonio says not the Goonies. That was Sandlot. Shoo. You're right. That was Sandlot. You're right. You're killing me, Smalls. God damn it. You're right. Moshi, Pablo, we could definitely go eat Moshi after this if you want. Zubair says, Josh, please bless me by giving me your opinion on this curriculum. What curriculum, my friend? Let me know what curriculum you're talking about. Spirit of the Radio, the intro sounds freaking awesome. Yeah, it is. Your muscle memory is probably still there for the skateboard. Yeah, probably. Alex says, I wish it was consistent with my playing. Yeah, and that's, it's hard to be 100%, especially as you're taking on a bunch of different responsibilities at the same time. It's hard to be consistent with like things that aren't going to take like priority, right? Bore us with your life story. Ready to be bored with a life story right now. Sam saying yes. Account in the house. Invisible airway. Invisible airway is crackle with life. Max says, if I keep randomly pressing keys on my keyboard, I will eventually fix my bug. Yeah. Well, I know, Max. That's just a joke. But obviously, like one of the things you guys should be doing is when you're doing something that you're not quitting, is like when you fail at something, you need to be taking feedback either from others or yourself, and then you can kind of adjust what you were doing and then try again. Kind of like for my developers out there, when you're fixing a bug in code, perfect example, because we're just talking about it. You try something, it doesn't work, you adjust, you try something else, that doesn't work, maybe some other part worked, you adjust, all right, and you just do it until the bug is solved, and then you're done. This one, I don't see it. I don't see what you posted or something, man. Will you do kickflip on stream? I could try. I once heard a guy who bragged about doing 40 pull-ups in a row. I got mad and did 15 in a row. Good. Who's that guy saying yes? What a chat. I don't know, dude. He's like a gorgeous young man. But back to the topic at hand, fellers. Look, guys, I was telling this to somebody last night, but like a lot is on everyone's minds right now. All right, guys, just you got to trust me on that. A lot. It's if you think it's just you or you think it's just other people you're saying, a lot is on everyone's minds right now. Okay. And it's normal to go through regular paths of just like, man, what's going to happen? Is this really going to work? That would be too good to be true. Uncertain fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Okay. And worrying and wondering about your future and about what's ahead and about what could happen and what could not happen, what could go wrong, et cetera, et cetera. And it's okay. It's normal. All right. It's normal to think like that. It's normal to feel like that. But in that time that you're doing that stuff, you should be, formulating like a mental plan, like we talked about at the beginning of the stream. You should be formulating a mental plan and using that to mentally prepare yourself. All right. You shouldn't be obsessing about it. You shouldn't be like letting it affect areas of your life. All right. All right. And then once you kind of formulate like an escape route in your brain for whatever action it is that you're dreading, then you kind of you awaken with this like sense of power, all right, and you begin to start feeling bulletproof, because if you trust yourself, which hopefully you do by then, you begin to feel like, all right, this shit's not even going to affect me at all. Like I'm good, and if it does, like I got these 3 different plans that I could execute right now and just get it done or take care of it at the very least, right? And most likely make you feel more driven than you were before. Okay. So what you need to do is, if you have those kind of feelings, and trust me, guys, again, you're not the only people that are feeling that way or that could be feeling that way right now. You need to keep working and you need to keep pushing forward. All right. You need to take that negativity that you're feeling, take those negative feelings and literally use it to fuel you. Use it to fuel you, because it's the only way that they're going to go away. I mean, you can just pretend like, oh, this isn't this or that. And just like hope that those feelings go away. No, you have to put them. If you are a combustion engine, you have to put them inside of your fire and burn them. All right, use them as fuel, and then they'll literally be burnt. They'll be atomized. Whew. They'll actually put to good use because they're going to be used as energy. All right, and that's what you need to do, guys. You need to do that. A great man once said, "A blazing fire." A blazing flame, or I don't know the exact words. A blazing fire takes whatever is thrown into it and makes it light and flame. A good guy named Marcus Aurelius once said that, gentlemen. Okay. And it's really, really easy to work and to get shit done and to be optimistic and optimal, I guess, on days that are calm, easy, not so bad, no problems. All right. But what really separates the boys from men is the guys who are willing to be able to do the same hard work on a shitty day, on a bad day. I'm talking about a real bad day. All right. Not just like, oh, today wasn't that great. No, a bad day. Okay. That's all I had to say about the not quitting stuff, guys. All right. And look, like a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on in the world right now, right? If you're sovereign or you're on a path to be there, fuck them. Who gives a rat's ass, dude? Who gives a tidbitty bit rat's ass? I know I don't. You might at first, because it takes time to like deprogram yourself from this like fugazi world we live in. But dude, who gives a shit, man? Seriously, who gives a shit? You got to look out for yourself, right? You have to be able to put yourself first. Because if you can't put yourself first and you can't take care of yourself, you're going to be absolutely useless to anyone else. Okay. Another guy named Rollo Tomasi said that. Not specifically talking about things in life, talking about men and women. All right. Which is a whole problem of its own. But that goes for everything, guys. For everything. Fail. First attempt at learning. Yes. 1,000 subs, 1,000 kickflips. Look, speaking of not giving up, I will not be giving up. I shouldn't be giving up taking a break until I get 1,000 subscribers. That's when I'd like to take a week break, honestly. But I won't give up. I won't give up this podcast or this YouTube channel until I do get 1,000 subs. And I know that the first 1,000 is the hardest to get. But even if they ban me, even if I get bogged in the algorithm, even if I only sleep 2 hours a night because I have so many other things going on, even if I lose all my computers, even if I live in a shack in a van down by the river, I will continue to do this YouTube thing until I get 1,000 subs because that's just what I want to do. I throw some likes on this. Thank you. Yes, guys, please smash a like. And if you guys are enjoying this content, please subscribe. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers before one Big Mac equals $1 million. Don't you guys fucking forget. All right? Don't you fucking forget. We are fully in the exponential age. Just got to ride that wave. Yeah. And I would argue too, and I know like the current state of the world, the current state of affairs isn't really the topic for tonight, but I would argue for people who don't quit, this is probably going to be one of the most advantageous times of your life. Probably ever in your life, probably in the next like several generations lifetimes, to be able to do something beautiful, amazing, new, and excellent. And it's like a blank canvas. Like we're all basically about to be given like a blank canvas, right? Well, some people would be given a printed canvas. That's kind of like a great resetting of a previous canvas, but I will not be taking that great resetting of the previous canvas. I will be making my own new canvas. And I know a lot of people who have the ability to think, again, we said earlier, but people have the ability to think, it's kind of a rarity these days, will be having their own blank canvas. And you could just, everything you don't like about your existence, about your world, goodbye. Here's what I want. Here's my picture. I'm going to make it. Virene's 4, evening, gents. Evening to you as well. Red Sings Blues in the house. What's up, dude? ELA program. I need this message right now. Good, dude. Good. I'm glad you're here. This is also a gentleman who has not quit on the YouTube thing, and he's been doing a damn good job. Don't quit neon sticker sign. Yes, guys. Do we need to find it? I took a screenshot of MLDs, but I found the like if you do. I was going to use this. I was going to use like a random Google image. But I was like, you know what? I just want to be authentic. I just want to be authentic and just take a picture of MLD's actual one. I was going to use one of these guys. Something like that. Basically the same thing, right? Because you guys notice and don't quit. It says do it. It says do it. Get it. I know, guys. That was really fucking funny. I know. I am a comedian, and I'm a gentleman and a scholar. A gentleman and a scholar indeed. JP in the house, catching up in the blockchain webinars while listening to the live in the background. Great topic. Thank you, JP. Thank you very much. I hope the recordings are treating you well, and I hope you were doing well, my friend. Self-Taught Hustle says the very thing that traps us ends up becoming the doorway to our freedom. Yeah, guys, most of these things that you have in your mind, like, oh, this can't work out, oh, this is like really like this, or oh, this is X, Y, or Z. All cages are mental, guys. All cages are mental. Okay. All cages that most of us are going to deal with are mental, at least. I mean, like, Light should probably be in a cage sometimes, and I would put him in a physical one, not a metaphysical one, and that wouldn't be mental. But in actuality, that little fucker, if I put him in a cage and he just realized that he had the ability to break out, he probably could physically break out if he wanted to. Normies, don't worry, the government will save us. Yes, that is how normies think, isn't it? But that's not how you guys think. That's not how we think over here at Eat Live Program, right? The point is, guys, listen, giving up in 2021 is not an option in more ways than one, okay? One, because we have more resources at our disposal thanks to the internet than we ever had in human history, okay? So that kind of makes it inexcusable to quit just right there, okay? And two, because if you don't quit, if you do quit and you give up, get ready for that bottom layer of foundation, the pyramid to rug pull from underneath you, and then you basically be rugging yourselves. And you guys don't want to rug yourselves, right? Arthur says the gov is always in our best interest. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. We love the government over here at Eat Live Program. They're all very competent, extremely competent individuals. They're all very smart, wise, and they do their jobs every morning. They wake up in the morning. They're like, this is how they wake up in the morning. Hold on, guys. This is how most of our elected leaders wake up in the morning. Hold on. I love everybody more than myself. How am I going to save humanity today? Liz Warren is going to save our crypto. Yeah, that lady really cares a lot about people, right? Never rug yourself when the government is already doing it for free. Good point, guys. Why rug yourselves when the government is just going to rug you for free? Listen, guys, lately I've been talking to some people in my inner circle about doing some things. And like some of us have come to a realization of some things that are kind of like, wow. Like, wow. So for example, this guy right here, Self-Taught Hustle. All right. He essentially created the entire infrastructure for a company that he worked for pretty much single-handedly, runs it all by himself, more so than 99.9% of other employees in that company. And I was looking at him earlier today, actually right before the stream, about 30 minutes of the stream. I looked at him. I was like, dude, most of these people, most of these companies, they're fucking incompetent, bro. I was like, dude, we like you, me, and like two other people literally could outdo 99.99% of these current companies out there right now in almost any business with minimal effort on our part and blow them out the water. And that would just be with a handful of people, let alone 10, right? And I'm not, I would bet my left and right testy, baby, please, that is a guaranteed fucking fact. Okay. And it's not because we're fucking super geniuses. It's not because, we are super coders, but it's not because we're 900 IQ. All right. It's because we're competent and we don't quit. Okay. Nobody's willing to literally take that football to the touchdown anymore at all. Nobody, guys, I got in a car accident this weekend. Some lady hit me and has like filed in her insurance claim like for it and blah 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 blah. And every time I try to call Geico, it's like a 30 to 45-minute wait. And I'm like, and I know what's going to happen. They're just gonna try to like, we're going to make this take like 4 years and give you as little as possible. So you know what I did? Because obviously the company is incompetent. They can't get people to answer the phone on time, which or period. Most companies can't get people to answer the phone, period. Which, by the way, guys, remember the good days like 2015, 2016 when Coinbase actually had 24/7 real life human customer phone support where you could talk to a living, breathing human who was nice to you on the phone? God, I miss those days. But Victor Cook says it's always a lady. Yeah. I basically already fixed like 90% of that car myself already. Legitimately, I fixed it myself. Luckily, I'm handy with cars, so I know how to do. I know how to do a thing or two with the machines, brother. But I just ordered some new parts in the mail, and I will be able to fix the rest of it sometime this week. So, fuck you, Geico. I don't need you. I do it my damn self, along with all these other people and companies and things that just are mentally and literally insolvent. Do it myself. I don't need you. I don't need this world because I don't quit, right? And you guys shouldn't either. Seriously. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. Yes, it was. Christian Soto, what up, dude? In the house with the Big Mac emojis. Monster Dre says, did you hear about Kraken having to pay a $1.25 million fine? No, I didn't. Let me see. Kraken, 1.25 million. That's 1.25 Big Macs next year, dude. So I guess it won't be that much, but this 9 hours ago. I don't know if I want to see this website, The Street. Is there something like more like the coinshark.net? I mean, is there anything on like CoinDesk 5 hours ago? What do we have here? Is this more government interference? I'm seeing here. Let's see. It says the CFTC files charges against 14 crypto companies. Loading. Hey guys, speaking of things that are incompetent, my internet's also incompetent. Go figure, right? Guys, don't freak out if you guys see a Rolex ad, okay? Oh my God. Let's see. CFTC files charges against 14 cryptocurrency companies. Two of the companies were accused of making false and misleading claims of being registered with the CFTC. Oh, look, here's how I feel about this kind of stuff. You guys already know how I feel about Kraken. Kraken can suck it too, to be honest with you. I don't need you either. Might have to go take a little bit more extra time and effort to do things a different way, but I haven't needed them ever since they decided to treat me like a bad customer. So even though I did nothing wrong, so you know, who cares? And I mean, that's just that's just another one of those things. Like, look, just be prepared. Look, guys, listen. I can actually bring this onto the topic too. Listen, guys, listen. I'm gonna whisper, okay? I'm gonna whisper so that they don't hear us. And actually, maybe if I put my hands over my ears, maybe I won't be heard by them. But hey, I think that the government doesn't want us to be sovereign or financially successful or do good in life. Shh, that's just you know, conspiracy theory. But I would expect a lot of that to be happening, you know, further along down the line. Tom says Unfold on Telegram. Post crypto news. If Gerald Gonzalez says, if you're a programmer now, there's a lot of opportunities. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. The guys in developer direction know. They know about that right now. Like, my inbox is loaded with a multitude of opportunities right now. It is insane. It's literally insane. Literally insanity. Was speaking of that, guys. Speaking of that, and thank you, Gerard, for reminding me. Our new course, The Art of Code, is going to be starting, or the end of the enrollment is going to be on Sunday, October 3rd. Posting a link for it in the chat, guys. If you guys are interested in learning how to code, because you do want a job with good opportunities, like Mr. Gerard says. But yes, indeed, you're very true. Tom RKBA says, I just thought the Rolex was funny on the Maslow page and above the pyramid. It is in the top of the pyramid, bro. It is in the top of the pyramid. You guys want to see, like, here, hold on one second. We're getting a little bit off topic here. Let's see. This is the next one that I want to get, guys. All right, this is the next one I want to get. And I'm not really sure because, I mean, they don't make this one anymore, so I'd have to buy it pre-owned for sure. From a trusted vendor, which I know someone who could get it that would trust me. But this is the next one that I want, guys. This is the next one that I want. Just so you guys are curious. I can't really find a legitimate price on it because they don't make sense because they go from 20 grand to 80 grand. But this would be, I just want just can't help but to want a Submariner Kermit. The Kermit is the nickname. It's just a regular Submariner with a green dial. That's it. But it's cool because it's like Kermit the Frog, and that's why I like it. There's one called the Hulk, and it has a green face as well, but it's a little too green for me. I think this one's kind of cool. I definitely don't think something you could wear that color combination with a lot of things, on a regular basis. But that one's pretty cool. Jared says, hard work and perseverance beats talent all the fucking time. Yeah, and dude, you know what else too? Jared, Gerard, a lot of people don't realize that they actually are talented, and hard work beats talent when talent is not hardworking. Okay, but even if you just have a little bit of talent and you're hardworking, you're gonna beat the living fucking brakes off of anyone that crosses your path. I promise you. Okay. Eat Lift ASMR. Thanks. We're going for the guys. Should I make an ASMR TikTok? I'm thinking about it. This is me posting the link again. Art of Code. Don't forget, guys. Enrollment stops October 3rd. Sign up. We'll learn we'll learn you real good, brother. We'll learn you real good. No, but seriously though, we will. If you don't believe, ask around. Jared says control. That's what the government wants to the people who want independence. You don't say. Silence. That's a CONSPIRACY theory. Gerard, no way, bro. Alex says, holy moly, are there programming opportunities? Yeah, even just to be webmasters or software as a service related maintenance. Yeah, dude. And it's getting insane. And I've already had podcasts about how code is a black hole. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Code is a black hole and it is consuming everything in its path. You better believe it. Okay. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. So I think in the future, most people are going to be doing software code related stuff incorporated into their daily jobs. Because what do we know about being a software engineer? You basically you have to be able to do everything. If you're coding logic for something in real life, you have to understand the thing that you're coding. So you got to be able to shift, and you have to be able to be competent. Basically, you have to be able to do everyone else's jobs also on top of your ability to write code, right? You got to be able to be competent enough to learn new things too. Gerard says, bro, it's a nice choice. To be honest, I recommend that it's on my list. Very good. Victor says, how long till robots take over the world? Well, see, Victor, you see, somebody's going to code those robots. And I'm not saying that I do any AI or robotic coding. But if I were to be coding those robots, I would put some malicious bug in there that would probably be like a difficulty bomb per se. Just start making everything the robots do harder and harder, every third month, and then people were like, hey, can you please fix this robot? Thanks. Sure, I will. That'll be about $300,000 for the month. Thank you. You can just program CRISPR, genetic sequencing. Yeah. So if you're doing programming on that kind of stuff, you're going to have to learn that kind of stuff as well, right? So that's being an engineer is a lot, guys, and that's why it's actually a very fun and fulfilling thing to do because like you get to literally just be anything. And then if you want to just create your own thing, you can just write engineer or whatever. You can engineer whatever you want into existence yourself. Watch iRobot. I have. It's been a long time though. Actually, honestly, guys, I don't really consume like much media at all other than like YouTube, which I have a problem with doing that. To be honest with you guys, I need to stop consuming YouTube, because I should just be creating on it. It takes a lot of time. But Gerard says, absolutely agree, Josh. People today are hooked up to social media. P asterisk in. I know what you mean. And other things distract their attention, not realizing their true potential. Mostly men. Yes, you are 100%. You're 100% true about that, my friend. You are right. It's sad, but hey, like people. I think people inherently like when someone's on a path like that and they're not doing anything right and they're just like completely plugged in. I think they know inherently on like a subconscious level, like, hey, something's off with this. Something's off with this. Real quick for you guys, I know we're just talking about it twice, and I know, thank you, Gerard, for reminding me again. Here is the website. If you want to look at the things that we would be going over in the Art of Code, you can pause the video and read your damn self. But basically, we're going to be teaching in short steroidal-like bursts, multiple different languages, all right, including Python's probably going to be the biggest one. Basic web development stuff like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, a little bit of Java and a little bit of C++, and a little bit of SQL. I decided no longer to do, before I've done a Java course, like a dedicated Java course, and I've done a dedicated C# course. I don't really see, maybe I'll do a C# course again in the future, although I'm very good at .NET, I just don't like doing it. Because I've done it way too much. It's like, if you eat like the same food every day, it's like, if I want to go out to eat, I'm not going to like eat the same food that I eat every day. And a little bit of SQL too. Basically going to be teaching you guys how to write your own code, solve problems, troubleshoot bugs, all that good stuff. Okay. Teach you guys how to build a technical portfolio in order to help you get that job that you want. Okay. Or to outsource clients if you want. How to market yourself as a software professional. Okay. We got recorded and I actually won't say that part right here. I won't say that. You can just read that right there because I don't know. That's kind of in like a gray area. All right. So that's what we got going on with that. All right. It's basically for the guys for the yearly guys who are already in DD for the year. It's going to be kind of like us powering through several different languages and like meta webinars on top of that, which will be fun and probably good for the yearly guys too. Because I know that last blockchain course was like, the last blockchain course was a lot for a lot of people, and I know the yearly guys had their own stuff that we had to not focus on for a little bit. JP says, if you're in the 1 year pass, does that come with or separate? Dude, yeah, no, you're included in it, JP. Guys, anything and everything through the whole year, 365 days from when you get the year pass, you're included in 100%. All right, that's why the yearly pass the price keeps increasing, because it's a lot of work to deal with all you fucks all the time. No offense. I love you guys though, but that's all I have to say about that. And also, again, to reiterate for the 1 quadrillionth time, guys, just look, don't quit, okay? Don't fucking quit. Do not fucking quit. If you feel like you have to give up that fucking bad, if you want to be a little puss, and you feel like you need to give up that bad, take a break, dude. Just take a break, okay? Take a break. Take a day break, an hour break, a week break. Probably don't take a month break. Okay. You know what? I it's hard for me to take breaks, guys. Seriously, it's hard for me to take breaks. Seriously. The longest period I've been able to go without going to the gym in the last like 5 years of my life is 3 days in a row. I haven't skipped more than 3 days in a row from the gym in the last 5 years of my life. I just can't do it. And I don't even train like a bodybuilder anymore. In fact, I train kind of like a puss nowadays, to be honest with you guys. I'm just trying to train for health and to just maintain what I have. And because I like the endorphins that I get after I train. But I just, not just the gym, almost anything, it's hard for me to take a break. It's just hard for me. I go mentally insane. But when I do take a break, First of all, you might not have to force yourself to take a break. I have to force myself into taking a break. And by the time that those 3 days is up, I'm like, I gotta do whatever it is that I was doing again. I start fiending. And just, if you feel like you have to quit, just take a fucking break. All right, guys, just take a break. Chances are you might come to find that you actually feel like you want to participate in doing what you were doing again. Okay. Smash like, put a comment if you guys have an idea on a stream that I should do. I know someone commented or messaged me directly on Telegram that they're like, hey, could you just stream about like how nobody has self-awareness in 2021? I was like, God damn, that's you're such a smart person. You know who said it, because you're in the chat right now. You're a smart person. A smart person. I think that a lot of people are not self-aware. I think, in fact, very few people are self-aware. I don't know if I can do a whole stream of that, but I definitely can include that in a stream. Guys, also check this out too. This is my new personal website, not the developer directions website. I added a new retro vaporwave Miami look. Do you guys like it? Do you guys like this look? Let me know. I did this image myself. I took 3 images together. I'm not talking about all this other stuff, right? And yeah, guys, I know that this text is slightly further to the right. I forgot to fix that part. But very simple aesthetic of the page. And let me show you guys. I made the mobile version even more simple. I mean, let me just do that real quick. Just ignore that error right there, okay? Just shut up. Here's the mobile version. It's super simple. Do you guys like it? I like it. If you don't like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. But I thought it was cool. So just give me you guys your opinion. Christian Soda likes it. Thanks, Christian. That's all I got for you guys tonight, okay? I love you guys. I'm out. Don't fucking quit. If you fucking quit, I'm literally gonna get on the first plane to your location right now. I'm gonna beat you up. I'm literally gonna beat you up if you quit, all right? Don't quit, pansies. I'll see you guys later.